Hey, welcome to Eat Your Backyard. And today, switching it up, I'm in my front yard. Yeah, and although I am somewhat the critic of the avid Frangi Panni grower, as I call it, the person who finds the one plant on earth which they can successfully grow from cuttings reliably every time, which is indeed the Frangi Panni. Produces beautiful flowers used in Hawaiian leis. It's used for perfume. It's incredible, but there's a few things you should know. Hundreds of varieties, and they can look really great. In the wintertime in Florida, they look like basically a dead stick. Okay, and that's the time I want to recommend to you that you cut it back. That's the time to trim it. Just after, you think the winter's kind of slowing down, trim it. That's what I did to one right near my front door, and I'll show you what it looks like now. We're in April. And take a look. You can see the spot where I cut it, right in there. And out of that has grown 1, 2, 3 fresh sprouts, making it much more leafy. Right here too, I cut it. It'll produce a couple of sprouts off of each one of those. And here, and here. Now I've got this near a tree-form cactus that I like very much as well. It's kind of growing in the shade, but if not, it just gets very kind of lanky. I didn't want that to happen when it's grown in the shade like this. Now let's go take a look at one that I did not trim this year, so you can see what the difference looks like. Okay, now this is one that had 3 primary branches growing off of it. However, this year, the branch that was growing up against my house, I cut that off. And you can see it doesn't heal very well. It just kind of leaves a stump there. It'll eventually kind of callus over if you cut it real close like this, but here's another one that I trimmed this year. It's starting to heal, but you can tell that it's getting very, very stick-like. I mean, it's not going to produce a lot of sprouts down low, or it'll pretty much grow off the top, but you can see already, and this is just April, that it's getting ready to produce massive flower pods. I mean, when you look at that, it is each one of those little tiny buds there is going to produce a beautiful flower. And this will be a fun one here as a specimen. Behind it I have this Areca Palm that I'm trying to control. Keep thinking every day, maybe I'll just get rid of it completely because of, kind of the endless dropping of palm seeds, but I'm not sure. It also drops a lot of these. Here's the worst thing. Here's the worst thing about the Areca. It's this flower. This flower is going to produce palm flowers, which will drop tons of petals, and then it'll produce palm seeds. It'll drop thousands of seeds. Each one will germinate. And I want to show you something. Now is your opportunity. By the way, when that thing came out, it dropped this thing. Look at it. If it falls this way, it's going to collect water and grow mosquito larvae in there. If it falls this way, it's going to shade out and kill everything. If it falls the other way, it'll shade out and kill everything. But with these larger, called sugarcane palm for a reason. I mean, look at that sugarcane-like. Look at it. But now is the perfect time to grab it, gently pull, and remove it before it's a big mess. Because the best place for this stuff is in the yard waste. And you just saved yourself a major hassle by doing that. To walk around, and as soon as these little seed pods come out, you just take them right off immediately. Now the problem is, this is a commonly clumping a palm tree, and I've cut off some of the big palms, and the reason is they'll just grow and grow and grow, and as fast as you trim them back, they grow back. So it's a tree that's made for Madagascar and Florida. It just goes off the deep end, so you really have to manage this plant to enjoy it and have it kind of look the way I want it to look here, which is more or less like just a few palm trees and not 1,000 palm trees, huge bush crowded up against the house. And that's what I like to tell you about the Areca Palm and the Frangi Panni. Hope you learned something. Maybe you can help me learn something about these plants or some plants that you have. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel. And I hope you do. Oh, I got the sun right in your house. Yeah, I hope you do. Subscribe and come back and watch some more. Thanks for watching.